What if I told you that the thing you've been chasing your whole life, money, isn't what you actually need? What if the real treasure isn't in your bank account, but in something you've ignored all along? Because here's the truth. Money is important, but meaning is everything. Let's talk about it. In America, we're taught from a young age. Get good grades, go to a good school, get a high-paying job. That's the formula. That's success. But no one tells you what happens after you get the money. Why do millionaires still feel empty? Why do people with luxury cars and mansions feel depressed, anxious, or lost? Because money gives comfort, not direction. You can buy the best mattress in the world, but you can't buy peace of mind. You can afford vacations to paradise, but you can't escape yourself. This is the trap. We confuse comfort with happiness, wealth with purpose. And when you finally get the money and still feel lost, the world doesn't give you answers. It just tells you to make more. Human beings aren't just economic machines. We're built for meaning, for growth, for love, for contribution. When those are missing, no paycheck can fill the hole. There's a reason people with less are sometimes happier. Not because struggle is fun, but because they're grounded. They value what matters: family, faith, time, relationships, community. Think about the last time you felt truly alive. I'm not talking about a moment where you were rich in cash, but a moment where you were rich in purpose. Maybe you helped someone. Maybe you were part of something bigger. Maybe you created something that mattered. That's the kind of wealth no one teaches you how to chase. We're told that a simple life means settling, but that's not true. Living simply doesn't mean you lack ambition. It means you know what's worth chasing. Some of the most powerful people in history lived modest lives, not because they had no options, but because they chose depth over noise. Simplicity gives you space. Space to think, space to connect, space to grow. When your calendar isn't packed with meaningless meetings, when your budget isn't tied to impressing strangers, when your worth isn't tied to your net worth, that's real freedom. And sometimes less really is more. Now let's be clear, money matters. It gives you options, it feeds your family, it can amplify your ability to do good, but problems start when it becomes your identity, when you believe that your value rises and falls with your income, when you measure your self-worth by your salary. Money is a tool, a powerful one, but it was never meant to be your purpose. And when you forget that, you end up working jobs you hate, impressing people you don't even like, and sacrificing your time, health, and peace, all for a number on a screen. The truth is, you don't need more money. You need more clarity. So what really matters? Time. It's the one thing you can't earn back. Relationships. No amount of wealth can replace a broken family or a lost friend. Health. What's the point of being rich if you can't enjoy it? Legacy. What you leave behind when you're gone. The impact, not the income. There's a saying, you die twice. Once when your body dies, and again when your name is spoken for the last time. The second one has nothing to do with money, and everything to do with meaning. People remember how you made them feel, how you lived, what you stood for, not your bank balance. So how do you shift from chasing money to building meaning? 1. Ask better questions. Instead of, how can I make more money? Try, what kind of life do I want to live? 2. Define your values. What do you stand for? What are you willing to sacrifice for? Without values, money is just noise. 3. Build, don't just earn. Create something. Art, a family, a movement, a community. Something that outlives you. Quarta. Serve. The fastest way to find purpose is to help someone else find theirs. 5. Make peace with enough. The world will always scream for more. You need to know when you've arrived. It's not about settling, it's about knowing what you're really looking for. Money can buy a bed but not sleep. It can buy a house but not a home. It can buy attention but not love. So yes, earn well, work hard, provide for your family, but never forget, the richest people aren't always the ones with the most money, but the ones who need the least to feel whole.